Okay, the topic here is solving quadratic equations using square root method. So here's the definition. If a quantity squared is equal to some number, and that number could be negative, then that quantity will be minus or plus square root of that number k. So in this case, my k happened to be 5, and that quantity happened to be x. So according to the definition, the x is going to be equal minus or plus square root of k, and k in this example is 5, and I'm done. Right? Now what about example 2? The quantity squared, it's x, is equal minus 7. So my k is negative 7. So I'm going to use the definition one more time. This tells me that x is equal minus plus square root of k. K happens to be minus 7 in this case. So for example 2, there's a difference between example 2 and example 1. I can go one more steps. X is equal minus or plus square root of negative 7. To get rid of negative from inside the square root, we just put a I. So it's I square root of 7, and I'm done. Actually, this is the definition I use. Square root of negative k is equal I square root of k. I'm assuming k is a positive number. Okay, for example 3, we're still going to use definition one more time. And the quantity squared is equal 9 means x is equal minus or plus square root of that quantity. But in this case, the difference between this example and example 1, again, we can go one more step. Minus or plus square root of 9 happens to be 3. So this will be the solution for this example. This is the solution. Okay, and then for this one, example 4, same thing. X is equal minus or plus square root of k. K happens to be negative 16. Here we need to go 2 more steps. First, next step will be minus or plus. To get rid of this negative, we're going to need to write the I in front of it. So I square root of 16. And then, since 16 is a perfect square, square root of 16 is 4. So we don't write I4, we wrote 4I. It just sounds funny, I4. Alright, for example 5, same thing. We have a quantity squared is equal to 3, means this quantity is minus or plus square root of 13. Now all we need is one more step. We're looking for x, so we need to add 3 to both sides. So 3 minus plus square root of 13, and then we're done. For example 6, we still have a quantity squared is equal 9. So this quantity is equal minus or plus square root of 9. The only difference between this example and the last example, 9 is a perfect square. So we can just say minus or plus square root of 9 happens to be 3. Now x is equal, I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. So minus 6 minus plus 3. Now I can go one step further. Minus 6 minus 3 is negative 9. And then minus 6 plus 3 is negative 3. So we have 2 solutions. And that's it for these examples.